I see something about Tesco yesterday, which I posted. Had Tesco telling people, "Oh, you can't buy bare things, bare the same things. It's basically rationing things, right?" It made me think like back in the day, and I said mangoes, Lidl's anyway. But back in the day, yeah, man used to lie about shopping in Lidl's, Netto's, and Audi. You will lie, you will lie to your deathbed. I don't shop there, because in school, kids are bullies. Kids are cruel. Kids will laugh at you because of where you go shopping. And remember that song, David goes to Netto, where he gets his best clothes. La 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 hey, la 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 hey. The shoes are quite shifty. They're costing £1.50. La la. Remember that song? So kids were cruel. So I'll tell you a story, yeah. So rest in peace, Javari, my guy, yeah. So he caught me and I caught him, and we kept quiet, but no one ever said the word, right? So one time, no, everyone said, "Nah, man, I was shopping Netto's." I remember Netto's had them bright yellow bags, bright yellow. You couldn't get away with it. So if you go to Netto's, you used to try and take out your own bags. Like you tell your mum, like, "Let me get the other bags. I'm not gonna carry those bags, right?" So one day I went to go and check Jabbar in the morning. We used to go to school together, right? And I've gone there, and they must have done shopping the night before, and no one must have pulled it all out. So I've gone there, I've gone to the kitchen to get a drink and that. Bare Netto bag. So he's walked in and see that I clocked the Netto bag. So I'm looking at the Netto bag, looked at him, he looked at the Netto bag, looked at me. Like, oh no. My aunt's staying. That's why she went Netto's yesterday. Alright, cool, say nothing. Deep down I'm thinking, yeah, right. Deep down I'm thinking, well, I'll go to Netto's. But imagine, yeah, that same evening now, yeah, that same evening, we come back home from school, right? And Jabari came back to mine, yeah. And I remember my mum's called me down the road. She called me and said, "Oh, can you come and help me? I'm by Peckham Post, and to come and help her with bags." And in my mind, I wasn't even thinking about Nettles or nothing, right? So me and Jabari go out to go and help my mum, right? So we got over there, and I just see the bright yellow Netto bags. I'm like, Jabari looks at me, I look at him, we look at the Netto bags, and we're like, yeah. And we knew, but we never ever even spoke about it. But you know why I was bad minded? You know why I was bad minded? The girl that I used to feel, the girl that I used to go out with, yeah. One time now, you see, man, we're so dumb, you know. One time I see her with a Netto bag. I went back the next day and told my bitches, "Yo, you know my girl, she shops in Netto." But I say this to say this, right? Yeah, I say this to say this, right? We have to be careful in regards to the bullying. So little kids, don't watch no Nettos, don't watch no Lidl's, don't watch no Audi, don't watch man's Puma, man's Nike, or man's Asterix, or is it Asterix? No, Matchsticks. It don't matter, it don't define you. School days, those things, they don't define you. What would happen was that people would laugh at you because you had certain things. I remember I had these workouts, I had these workouts for years, like 2-3 years. Remember people used to laugh at my workouts. I had to go and what you call it, steal my brother's trainers and stuff like that. But the pressures of trying to look good and trying to impress people is what can lead them to go and join the roles to say, "Oh, mum can't even get me these things." And then you go to school, they're all laughing at you. "Oh, look at my man, look what he's got, look what he's got." All that look what he's got is gonna get to man's head. And be like, "Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna try and go and impress these people, man. I'm gonna try." And then your parents can't give you money. So who can give you money? The road man. The road man say, "You know, hold this. Go shop for me." It starts off like that, innit? Go shop. Go and buy some chicken and chips for the man them. You go with chicken and chips, you come back, you thought they're cool. And the next thing that you got a whole, what do you call it, a Mac 10 in your, underneath your bed. You went from your Matchsticks trainers and now you got a Mac 10 underneath your bed. Looking at after older stabber and older shooter. And now you're tiny shooter now. And that's how it spiraled, because the man them were laughing at you because of all of that. So I keep telling man, it's so easy. It's a fine line. It's a small fine line in how youths go the other way. And you have to be mindful. That's why when I go into schools and do my workshops, I do workshops on gangs and peer pressure. I tell people all the time, peer pressure is the biggest influence on any child. Your parents will say, "Yo, Bob, come home at 8 o'clock. You know you have to be home at 8 o'clock. But all the shooters say, "Yo, Stay a little bit longer, chill the man them. You look at the time, if you can, you're trying to impress older shooter. And now you're home at 11 o'clock. Now you're gonna get beats for no reason when you could have been home at 8 o'clock. But the influence, even though, so no one's parents teaching them wrong. I don't know how many man them from back in the day your parents taught you go and rob, go and steal, go and sell drugs. None of them. But it's what you learn from the roads, what you learn from your peers, and peer pressure, the biggest influence on any child. Anyway, just thought I'll share that one with you guys today.